Hello and welcome back to the update. And once again, we're talking with Cameron Carter, a Patriots fan. So Cameron, what's it like to be in Georgia where there probably aren't that many Patriots fans?
No, there aren't. And I'm trying to recruit anybody that's willing. You have to be dedicated. You need to contact me. But there is one bit of hope. There's a Patriots fan club in Atlanta. They meet, I believe, every other Thursday. I have not got to go yet. I just recently found out about this, but this is where I can go and be with other Patriots fans. But it is very hard because I have to wait for my team to play an away game against a team down here, which is very rare, being the teams around here are not in the same conference. Mm-hmm. So the closest I could probably get is probably Washington or Indianapolis or even Miami. So it's very hard to go to a game. But there's always the option of road tripping to Boston, the home of the Patriots, which I've only done once, and it was very exciting. I have to say it was the pinnacle of my life so far.
The best, other than appearing on this show, right?
Other than appearing on this show,
I mean,
yes.
Obviously that's the most exciting thing. So I don't know much about football, but you were talking to me earlier about Spygate. So can you tell us a little bit more about what that is and your reaction to it, and whether or not you think it actually happened?
Well, all right, there's many theories, to me there's many theories. But Spygate started last season, beginning of last season. Our defensive coordinator left to go to an opposing team within the division, which is one of those things you just don't do. You know, it's a rival team. You don't go there. The first game, we play them, and they accuse us of videotaping the defense's signals. Mm-hmm. This turns into a big hoopla, everybody in the league shuns the Patriots, calls us cheaters, and it goes into a big investigation all the way up to the commissioner. To me, I believe that all NFL teams do it. We just happen to get caught. I'm not saying that makes it right, but I think a lot of teams need to stop pointing the finger.
So what was the decision that was reached when it got to the commissioner?
Well, after weeks of investigation, the commissioner came down very, very earnest on us with a $500,000 fine, which happens to be the largest in NFL history, on the coach himself.
Wait, the coach himself has to pay that out of his own pocket?
Exactly, because he was the one that
That's crazy.
that issued the videotaping. The team got fined $250,000. And we also lost a first-round draft pick, which to NFL fans is a really, really big deal because that's where you build your team from, from college players coming into the league. So it really hurt us, and financially, and our reputation was hurt.
Well, would you say that they lost a few fans, or would you say that fans rallied around them more?
Fans definitely rallied around them more. The week after we were accused, the Patriot fans really joked around about it. You saw people wear cameras on their hats, joking around, trying to sweep it under the door. We were just trying to laugh it off, but every other team in the league they wag their finger every time they hear the Patriots. So we are associated with being somewhat of cheaters, which I do not believe.
You're here to dispel that.
I'm here to dispel it, yes.
Well, we were talking also about how last year they were undefeated, almost.
That's terrible.
So can you tell us a little bit about that and your emotional reaction to that?
Well, it was very emotional. It was a very rare occasion that an NFL team in this era of football goes undefeated the entire season and then makes it into the playoffs, wins convincingly, and makes it all the way to the Super Bowl. We're a 12.5-point favorite in the Super Bowl, which is the largest in Super Bowl history, dating back all the way back to Super Bowl III. And I had a gut feeling that I knew the Giants could pull it off, but I had this gut feeling that something was going to go wrong. And sure enough, we did not play very well, some bad calls by our coaches, and we eventually lost 17-14 to the New York Giants.
You were so close. You could taste
So close.
victory.
I tasted it. I tasted it within the last 30 seconds.
So were you sad? Were you really?
I had a rough time sleeping that night because I built myself up for 2 whole weeks, building up to the Super Bowl. Because after the AFC Championship, and I was so excited because we were going to go down in history, and I actually saw the T-shirts on the internet for a possible 19-0 season. And I told myself, I'm getting that this year. I can't wait. And everything was taken out from under my feet.
Well, are there any, like, I don't know if this happens with sports fans, but do you have any, like, really special memories where there was, like, a really awesome play that you remember, or, it was, like, the end of the game or something?
Okay, I'm going to give you 2 examples. One's good, one's bad. Me and my dad drove all the way to Boston to see his beloved Bears play my Patriots. This was for my graduation present from my parents, it was the best present I've had.
That's a great present.
So we road trip it up there. We get there, and one of the top defensive players for the Bears misses a tackle on Tom Brady, which has a reputation for being slow. Well, it made the front page of Sports Illustrated, and I hung it up in my room. And Daddy didn't like it because it showed his Bears getting beat, which I thought was kind of funny. But my bad example would have to be in the Super Bowl when we did not tackle Eli Manning, and he makes the greatest throw and catch in Super Bowl history. So, and that was on every Sports Illustrated, every magazine. It was all over TV, and I still see it today. And it brings back nightmares, to be honest with you, to see David Tyree catch that ball. Which, it was a spectacular catch. I'm not taking away from it. But it was a dagger in my heart, I tell you that.
Well, so what would be your suggestion? Like, I don't know hardly anything about sports. I don't have a favorite team or anything. So what would be your suggestion to somebody who might be wanting to get interested in sports?
Well, I'm not here to tell somebody to pick a losing team, to pick a favorite. There are many favorite teams, such as the Steelers and Cowboys. They have very large fan base all over the U.S. But just pick something that relates to you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, that's all that we have time for today. But if you'd like to hear more about Displaced fans and Extreme fans, you can check out the October 23rd issue of the Campus Carrier. And also, if you're an Extreme fan or a Displaced fan, you can leave us comments right down here in the comments section, and we'd like to hear from you. Or you can email us at vikingfusion@berry.edu. Thanks for watching, and thank you, Cameron.
Thank you.